Homeowners facing financial hardship have more options than ever before in today's market to avoid a foreclosure process. And so let's get real and talk about that today.
I keep it real, I keep it real, I keep it real, just keep it real.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Sam Hartman, keeping it real estate here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And as always, I am trying to bring you the clarity you need in the real estate world so that you can make confident real estate decisions. And normally I love presenting and talking about more happy and positive things about achieving home ownership, about transferring home ownership, but this is an important topic too, because this topic is about keeping people in home ownership that might be facing some financial problems. I mean, let's face it, life happens, things happen. You lose your job, you get in an accident, you have unexpected medical bills. All of these types of expenses or loss of income can really drag down a homeowner and put them in a difficult spot where they begin to become delinquent on their mortgage and could possibly even start the steps of a foreclosure process. But in today's market, we actually have some great options to hopefully keep homeowners in their home, or at least keep them and avoid the foreclosure process. So let's dive into a few of those options. First and foremost, what I want to talk about is the strength of today's homeowners in the market. Now, a lot of people on the internet and people maybe less informed are calling for a housing crash. And the reason they're saying that is because the ramp up of home values in recent years reflects something that maybe looks like a quick ramp up of home values that led to the great financial crisis and the housing crash of 2008. But here's the data line that they're not looking at. They're not looking at what changed after 2008. They're not looking at the lending standards that changed. And actually, we see today some of the strongest borrowers ever in the history of home ownership that are taking out mortgages and buying homes. So just off the top, this is a great asset. This is a great tool for the housing market to show that homeowners are in strong, capable hands to repay their mortgages, at least for the most part. And obviously we're here to talk about some of the homeowners that maybe find themselves in those more challenging life situations. And so over the last 5 years, we've seen home values ramp up by 50%, and some markets even more. So a homeowner should never allow their home to be foreclosed on when you could sell that home and take that equity out and maybe go rent for a time being and go pay off some of that debt and maybe give yourself a little bit of a nest egg to cushion that blow. But you don't want to be foreclosed on. You don't want to go delinquent on your mortgage when you have this wonderful asset that is your home. So you always have the option to sell your home. But what I want to talk about today is actually mortgage forbearance. What is mortgage forbearance? Let me read this quote from Bankrate that explains it nicely. Mortgage forbearance is an option that allows borrowers to pause or lower their mortgage payments while dealing with a short-term crisis, such as job loss, illness, or other financial setbacks. When you can't afford to pay your mortgage, forbearance gives you a chance to sort out your finances and get back on track. So this mortgage forbearance program was something that was rolled out during the COVID-19 pandemic. And it's a misconception that it was only available during this pandemic era, but it is a program that continues today. And the forbearance program was wildly successful during COVID, allowing homeowners the opportunity to get back on their feet, find their footing, and be able to come back current with their mortgage payments. So going forward, forbearance could be a great tool for homeowners to avoid the foreclosure process, for homeowners to avoid unnecessarily selling their home when obviously you want to stay in your home if you can, but maybe need some time to weather the storm. And so forbearance allows a homeowner that flexibility. It gives them that option. And I think of it this way. I mean, I remember when I graduated college, I had student loans, I had all this debt, but I wasn't making a lot of money out of college. So actually, they allowed me to base my student loan payments based off of the income that I was making. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of, let's look at your situation. Maybe we pause your payments, maybe we reduce your payments for a period of time, but obviously then with the plan and the goal in the future to get back on track. So it can lessen that stress, it can lessen that kind of financial demand during uncertain times, maybe during times where you have other financial commitments, and it could be a phenomenal tool for homeowners in that regard. And so one of the reasons I'm talking about this today is because we've actually seen a rise in homeowners leveraging the forbearance program. Now, is this concerning, you might ask? Is there signs of things to come? Is there maybe more waves of foreclosures coming if this many homeowners are actually leveraging the forbearance program? Not quite. I don't have those fears, and here's why. During the peak of the pandemic, we actually saw about 8.5% of homeowners utilizing the forbearance program. Now, even though we are seeing a bit of an uptick in utilization of the program, that percentage is still only half of 1%. So it's very, very far off from the pandemic times and usage of the program. And we actually saw an amazing rebound of those people that utilize the program, get back on their feet, get back current, and get out of the forbearance program with an amazing amount of success. So we're seeing a little bit of an uptick in the forbearance usage, but here's why. Almost 50%, 46% of borrowers that are utilizing forbearance today are doing so because of natural disasters and reasons that affected their financial struggles due to natural disasters. If you watch the news, if you wake up in the morning and you look at your phone, obviously we have seen a lot of devastation during this hurricane season and a lot of natural disasters that are affecting the housing market and affecting homeowners in certain parts of the US. So this program is being utilized by those residents, allowing them the time and the flexibility that they need to get back up on their feet. So if you are a homeowner that is in a situation like this and wondering if you could leverage or take advantage of the forbearance program, reach out to your mortgage lender. They're the only person that's really going to be able to tell you if your situation would qualify and to work you through the process and the terms that might fit your situation. So I hope this information is helpful. I hope that if you know somebody that could benefit from this information, staying in their home, being able to defer some of the financial stress and strain that maybe they're experiencing right now, I hope you'll share this video with them. And overall, I hope you all are having a happy and healthy start to the year. And I hope you never need to utilize this program, but it's good to know it's available if you do. Thanks for keeping it real with me today, guys. We'll see you next time.
I keep it real, just keep it real.